Hey guys, what's up? It's Wolf, your one and only, and welcome back to some more Dragon Blaze Hero Spotlight. So Deathcrown just recently got his first impact, so we're going to be going over that since we already went over his Exalted. So let's get straight into it. He's pretty much still similar to his old self, but kind of stronger. And with way more different skills that are still pretty damn strong. Anywho, we have him best inside of Arena and Cerberus, obviously, for his physical and certain skills. We have him as a dual wielder. He's physical and classified as a tank. He inflicts ×2 damage with his normal attacks and focuses all allies' attacks on a certain enemy. So he's more of like I guess a mark type character, a marksman that just marks everybody. It's sort of like the old skill Archer used to have, where she hits somebody and everybody just starts attacking it. But he does that on his basics, which is actually really good for, continuously focusing down enemies. I'm just gonna say one more thing. His body looks so weird like this. This right here needs to be bulked out just a little bit more. He needs a little bit more beef on him, because I don't know what happened to him on his upper torso. It's just like he did reps and and that's the outcome of it. He skipped leg day. But yeah, let's get into skills. So his first skill is a stun and defense down. I'm pretty sure this is a stun, but it's phrased weirdly. Decreases stun and defense. That is phrased weird when I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a stun. He also does multiply damage. His second skill is a buff cleanse and death mark. And this death mark has the effect of taunting enemies, focusing all attacks on that target with death mark, blocks buffs, and increases damage of Deathcrown every time he hits that person who has the death mark, and blocks death passives, and also increases the physical attack the enemy takes if they have mark of death, which we're just going to call death mark just to make it a lot easier. Okay, his third skill, he goes into a guide of death mode, which is basically that guard thing he does. It soaks up all the damage. So he taunts all enemies, becomes immune, and decreases damage taken by 90%, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 90%. And when the counterattack ends, he throws all the damage back at a enemy, and they are blocked from revival if it dies from the counterattack. Alright, first passive. When an enemy or ally dies or revives, Deathcrown gets an increase of his strength and HP. This stacks up to like 5 times and removes all debuffs. So every time somebody dies, he removes debuffs and it gets his attack and HP increased. That's actually pretty good. In Arena, if he's with Mercedes, he becomes immune, and he increases the duration of buffs that is placed on him and decreases debuff durations. But then again, becoming immune if Mercedes is there, then kind of really powerful. Those two are teamed up. Alright, we're going to go on to the second passive. Second passive has a 100% chance of doing his dragon AoE every time he's hit. Cleanses buffs every time it is procced, and damage per damage enemies receive damage per buffs removed. Increases damage taken for all enemies, and blocks enemy revivals and increases Deathcrown's physical and additional boss damage. Alright, now we're gonna get into the little bits and pieces here. This is gonna be a long skill. Increases his strength, stamina, attack, physical attack, skill attack, and additional boss damage and max HP. Immune to insta kills and magic attacks, only takes 10% of damage to his HP if the damage is greater than 10%. Increased his cooldown speed. The party buff is he increases strength and physical attack to everyone. And your skill 1 and 2 are increased. When fighting Cerberus, you get an increase to your... When fighting Cerberus, you get an increase to your strength, attack, physical attack, melee attack, skill attack, and additional boss damage. And one more thing that makes him even better towards PvP, he gets a Champions Arena buff. He can never be banned inside of Champion League Arena. Yeah, so you just have yourself a guaranteed strong unit that you can just use anytime you feel like inside of Champion. I don't know what this first impact force is. I think this is a new thing. Yeah, this is a new thing. Because this just started. Okay, so she has the same thing as that Deathcrown does. Or has. So that's interesting. Basically, let's see. Receive debuffs from an enemy that has a lower grade than yourself. Ooh, okay, so this is pretty much the whole thing I was addressing, to where like lower characters like Exalteds could actually still kill first impacts really easily if they weren't enhanced. And also what was it? Oh yeah, and that Overlords had like a certain chance to kill like the higher rankers than them. Now this is actually just addressing that, which is interesting. So this is the condition of the first impact. You receive an... Okay, so decrease debuff duration you receive from an enemy decreases by 10% per enhanced difference. So I guess wow, how can you tell that? Because people can go over plus 10. I've seen it. There's been plus 13s, been plus 11s, stuff like that. How would you scale that towards impacts? That would be kind of confusing. I mean, considering they're different grades, but their enhances are... I guess they would still be lower, because you can't really tell the enhancement difference if you're allowing it to go over 10 plus 10. And that's kind of questionable, but you know, hey. All right. Okay. There's also another one where you receive damage from an enemy that is lower grade than you. Damage received from them is decreased per enhance. Okay, and there's this. Apply only when fighting other characters when attacked by an Exalted. The Exalted character's S level is decreased by... Huh? Nani? Okay, so that's just like... Okay, so I kind of get what they're trying to do and say about it. It's just kind of weird. It is definitely weird. And also, we don't have to choose between these anymore. It seems like our enhancement levels are mostly shown here. And we just get these. We don't have to like actually put stuff into them anymore. Like the whole point system, they just automatically enhance now. I wish they would have told us that in the patch notes, but you know, like a few people have told me they put in a lot of things inside of the enhancement, inside of the game that weren't in the patch notes. But yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and look at its skills. These are the skills for First Impact Deathcrown. And that is all. That is all for our new Deathcrown. I like his skills. He's actually really darn good for no reason. I mean, Deathcrown has always been extremely powerful and extremely good, but his first impact actually does outshine the Exalted. That's for sure. I mean, as it should. To be honest, he kind of looks like Ben. Are we not gonna touch on that? He definitely looks like Ben. Looks like he could be his brother at that point. But I would recommend building him if you need like a really good physical tank, especially in arena. Heavy arena character. I wouldn't say he would be all that shining inside of PvE, except for Cerberus. Cerberus is definitely somewhere he can shine, just because all that damage he gathers and just throws back. And that his passive where he gets all these increases too. He also has a lot of times 30 damage too as well that I didn't address, because I'm trying to keep like a short summary. He has a lot of potential to be extremely good inside of Cerberus and PvP. Definitely a character to also watch out for. He is immune to magic. Remember that. So magic teams are kind of be terrified against this guy. That's kind of why you at least want to bring one physical if you can, or a hybrid. A hybrid would be nice, because if you bring like a full magic team fighting Deathcrown, that could be a hard fight. But then again, I'm pretty sure I've fought with my Deathcrown, my Exalted one, and I'm pretty sure he has the same effect to where he's immune to magic. But I'm pretty sure he's been still hit with magic and killed by it. So I'm not sure if that's in full effect or not. It doesn't actually say if it like procs with a skill or just a normal thing. I mean, considering it's one of his passives, you would think it's just all magic attacks and basics included, since, you know, basics is basically magic from the character. But who knows? With that said, hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, peace out.